Hey, I'm certain you guys remember when that guy got on social media and tell the world how he have robbed women of their best years. Not one woman, not two women, many women of their best years. The years when they should have been progressive, having children, being married, living, being happy. They was with him, waiting for him to get it right. And he knew deep down inside he was never going to get it right, but he willingly sat there and wasted these women time because they allowed him to do it. And he was bragging about it. That wasn't him talking about growth. He haven't grown none. His body language tells you that man feels good. He feels like he's a shit. Then now I get on here and I said, after a year, I put every relationship I've ever been in on a scale and I wait. And if it haven't improved, and if I don't see it going anywhere, I'm going to cut it off. And I have been called everything but a child of God by men and even women. Because I said, I do not give people no more time than they deserve in my life. Because after a year, you should know what the fuck we doing. Because I know what I'm doing from jump. I've been called narcissist, sociopath. Oh, I don't know. I don't love nobody for real. No, I don't love nobody for real. I don't. You have to do something for me to love you. I don't just get up and just love people. Love not free. Love is something you earn. From me at least. But when this man said how many women's years he wasted, the same man that is telling me I'm selfish was quiet. Either quiet or they was laughing because they all think it's so funny. But now I get out here and I open my big mouth. And they're mad at me because young women are listening. That's why they're mad. But I could tell you, I've been married. I've been with men. I've lived. I want the other young women to do the same. Do it if that's what you want to do. But don't you dare sit there and think the longer you stay in it is the more you're going to see your worth. The longer you stay, the more you're going to hate you. Because you know what he's going to tell himself? She don't like herself. Because if she liked herself, she'd have seen that it's nothing here and she'd have left. She'd have valued herself and walk away with what she got left. Stop worrying about what you already invested and walk away with what you have left. Because you have something left in you. But instead you sit there and you let this man rob you of your whole life because you're afraid of being called everything but a child of God. As a woman, especially a black woman dating black men living in America, you have to be comfortable being called out of your name. You should start calling yourself those names before they do so you're used to it. That's what I do. That's why they can't break me. I don't care what they say. You're hungry, you're bitter. I'm passionate. And it's fine if I'm not your cup of tea, but you can change how I do things. And how I do things have worked for me. A lot of y'all will say, oh, I want to have all my children by the same man. But the first baby, he showed no interest in. And you went and you had 3 more. That's because you don't love yourself and you don't love your children. Because the fact that you want to have all your children by the same deadbeat that didn't pay attention to the first one, meaning you didn't give any of your children a chance. Let's talk about it. Stop being afraid of what people are going to say about you. Stop worrying about what people are going to say about you and leave these men where they have you fucked up at. Leave men that don't value you, don't value your time, men that are stringing you. Men that want you to prove yourself to them. Men should be proving themselves to you. And I'm not talking sprinkle either. I'm not talking about only a certain type of woman. I'm talking about all women. If you're not good enough for him to marry or to be with, he should leave you alone. That's it. So I see people all over social media making videos talking about my video that I said I'm not wasting more than a year. Oh, men don't mature at the same rate as women. So women should be mature and sit there and wait for men to get mature while they waste their best years. Is that what you would advise your daughter on doing? Let me find out.